Now, ahead of the big coronation in May, King Charles is reportedly in talks to give his very own tell-all interview, with speculation that he could share his side of the story on that big fallout with his son, Prince Harry. Well, royal editor Russell Myers joins me now. So, what do you think?
Well, fascinating, firstly. I mean, if this does come to fruition, not only be some very pleased BBC bosses, I imagine, because this tell-all interview, as it's been labelled, would be quite explosive. I think in the first instance, there definitely is an appetite for Charles to perhaps be interviewed, talking about his life plans, his legacy that he wants to shape out ahead of the coronation. But, of course, nobody could get away with not asking him about the scandal and infighting with his own family. Of course, we've had the Prince Andrew saga that has rumbled on for many years now. And, of course, the Harry and Meghan issues that have been played out so spectacularly over the last few weeks, especially. So your guess is as good as mine. Jonathan Dimbleby possibly being lined up for the interview.
That would make sense.
It would make sense.
Because he's wrote the book. But can I just say, King Charles, if you're watching, and I know you are, please don't. Just don't. Don't do it. It could make things a home. If I was advising him, I would say...
You are.
I'm advising him. I'm advising you. Okay. I'm sure he's so happy about that. Please, please, please don't.
I think, you know...
No, take the high ground.
The issue with this is, I mean, of course, we all would want to hear from him. I think he gave that eloquent speech just when he was taking over the top job, as it were, talking about unity, togetherness. I'm sure he'd want to convey those sorts of messages. However, it's all getting a bit soap opera-y with it.
It is, and you know fine well. He could go on and do that interview with Jonathan Dimbleby, and it could be 99% all about his good works and what he's planning and all the rest of it and everything that he wants to do. And then there would be one question about Prince Harry, and that would dominate the whole thing. Of course. That would dominate the whole thing. So, no, do not do it. Step away from the situation, Your Majesty.
Unless we get him on the sofa ourselves.
Oh, he's got an open invite. You know that. He's got an open invite. Now, look, he does, you know, still sticking with King Charles, he definitely wants Harry at the coronation. Absolutely. And again, I think that's right. He should. Is. And then it's up to them.
Exactly.
If Harry and Meghan want to come, fine.
Well, it's all about, I mean, coming back to this issue of talking about unity, togetherness, and he said that in his maiden speech to the nation, indeed the world, when taking over. But, of course, I don't think he'll be as petty to sort of strip them the invitation away from Harry and Meghan. Harry has left the door open as well in the several interviews he gave publishing
as long as his family apologise, he says?
Yeah, so there are some sort of caveats involved. But interestingly enough, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has apparently got involved and been asked to become sort of a conduit, a peacemaker.
We said that last week, didn't we? We said, call on the superstar,
We've got
superhero.
To go buy lottery tickets this weekend.
The cake.
Because,
the Archbishop of Canterbury can just breeze in and hopefully sort it out. There has to be conditions on both sides. You would think that they would say to Harry and Meghan, do not bring a Netflix crew, thank you very much.
Yeah, you would imagine that's got to be high up on the agenda.
Speaking of Meghan, Meghan's been very quiet.
She has.
I thought she'd be with him a lot, with Harry.
Well, you know what?
She's just taken herself out of it.
She has taken a back seat. I mean, there's several reports saying that perhaps she didn't know which way the wind would blow with Harry's book, whether it would be a success or not, and what sort of reaction he would get. However, I'll play devil's advocate here because I think she was sort of allowing him to take the spotlight for good or for worse. And indeed, he has taken the spotlight because we've had no ending stream of stories and interviews that he's been giving. But they are back to work in a few weeks. And listen, who knows what will happen? Maybe they will sort of take a peaceful road for the next few months before the coronation. But do you believe it?
No, I probably don't. Now, look, a far bigger scandal, to be honest, is it all the noise around Prince Andrew, that infamous photograph. You know, he says he doesn't remember meeting Virginia Giuffre. He doesn't remember that picture. Glenn Maxwell said it was a fake, but, well, it gets more and more interesting because...
the plot thickens.
The plot really does.
So, I mean, this story has sort of twisted more times than a ballerina because over the last few weeks especially, it's sort of been ramped up about whether this photo is a fake. And Andrew has said that he can't be sure whether it has been doctored. We had Ghislaine Maxwell being interviewed from her Florida jail cell and she was saying it was a fake. However, one of the Sunday newspapers has basically got hold of a copy of the original and on the back is the date stamp of the 13th of March 2001. And the reason this is significant because it is 3 days after Virginia Giuffre alleged that she was forced to sleep with Prince Andrew. So all these timelines are coming together. Of course, the plot thickens. One of the professional photographers who did make copies of that said he did it 36 times. He remembers doing it. So we don't know at the moment. Let's wait and see, because I think Andrew is trying to potentially speak to lawyers about having his money back, essentially, because he paid $12 million to settle this case. So your guess is as good as mine once again.
Very, very strange. I mean, you know, when Ghislaine Maxwell's the person defending you, you have to kind of worry about it, don't you? Just when you thought it couldn't get more bonkers.
We have said that a few times.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more bonkers. What was that crazy photograph where... Oh, no, you have to explain it, because
I will do my damn best, because...
I'm baffled. What is going on? What's happening?
One of the issues that Virginia Giuffre alleged was that she had been forced to fornicate in a bath at Ghislaine Maxwell's London Belgravia pad. Now, this photo has come about because Ghislaine Maxwell's brother, Ian, said it was part of the documentation which was going to be presented at her trial that wasn't seen. And in front of you, you have this incredible picture of two of her associates getting in the bath with these crazy masks on.
Why did they do that?
Well, to disprove the fact that the bath
why
was
have they got the masks on?
for theatrical effect, I imagine. But the insinuation is the bath was too small for any of that kind of business.
Please.
So it looks big enough. You know,
honestly, can we end on something uplifting
and
happy, and something we can look forward to, which is the Spice Girls might reunite for the Coronation?
Well, we're all behind this campaign, because the Spice Girls haven't been reunited for so many years. This could be the first time all five of them get back together. Of course, we have that infamous meeting with Prince Charles, as he was then back in the 90s.
He's got lipstick all over his face.
Big smacker on his lips. I think there was a bit of bum pinching going on.
I think Jerry kissed him.
But it could be the first time Victoria comes back.
Sure.
The other girls have sort of pleaded with her to make it a reality.
Great.
Mel C said she was sort of devastated they didn't get back for the Queen's Jubilee. So
come on.
Well, let's get behind the campaign.
Girls. Cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake. Thank you. Russell, thank you so much.